So this is the first fight for the guild Nublets or Nublets? Nubs. Nubs. Anyways, this is after Celine got her EE. And obviously I went with someone who doesn't have non-attack skill. And you guys will see what happens here. I think I got pretty unlucky. One is Moonlight Dreamblade, which I made my Melissa go on book for Pablo Soulburn. And this became a bit scary. I had to basically make sure that RB got hit on that hit there, otherwise I would have lost 100%. Because that was before Athletica got the skill and all.
Stay out of my way. I'm never going back.
Very solid. Again, if you guys are watching this video, I keep saying it, but Pavel Arena Showcase or PvP Showcase soon. Athletica as well. I'm using them a lot in Guild War, especially comboed Athletica with Pavel.
Do you know anything about that brat?
Yeah, it was a counter Kairon, so that was super scary too. So all my heroes are pretty fast. So there was high risk.
Are you here to capture me?
I was like, yo, stop dual attacking, stop attacking him. Stop attacking him, get your turn now. But he was like slow as heck. But on a counter, so it was super scary. I had to use the S2 there because it doesn't trigger a counter. And I was hoping he would miss here. And he didn't. So I'm like, oh boy. I still had the skill and all, so I had to keep on using Athletic's S2, Pavel's S2, prevent counters.
Are you here to capture me?
And never blind him when I need it. And it was Dust Devil. I was like, wow, like so much RNG there. Good thing I had a skill on my Athletica. So anyways, the risks of cleave. A risk is cleave. This one, anyways, this Guild War I went like extra risky. Like this is like a super risky team. My Remnant Violet is on Moonlight Dreamblade. It's not on Oath Key, so it could have missed. The Violet there, 20% chance. Got it, and I just felt like using my Tempest Siren. I don't use her a lot, but I do use her sometimes.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I had to do the lifesteal here because his Tempest Siren would have did a lot of damage here, so I had to make myself much tankier. I think my F clear is on Honorius. I think it was. It would make the most sense to me at least. Here it doesn't really matter. I had to hit that T-Siren as fast as possible. She wouldn't have really sustained herself, and she would have went into the stealth anyway if I didn't hit with F Cleary. And then you just kill her off. Yeah, the Moonlight Dreamblade was a risk on my side because if I missed the Remnant Violet, things could get hairy. But again, the Tempest Siren there for the Remnant Violet counter. I'm using that term lightly, loosely. That's it for this one. For there, the second one versus Baki. Again, I have fought this team for a while. I mean, if it wasn't for Lulz and Kairon, I would have used. Bazaar, but it's not really good. A lot of RNG issues for this Guild War for sure, as you guys can see there. I did the dual attack on the Broman. I didn't get the proc, didn't get the pushback. Although Kairon honestly was the biggest threat here. I didn't proc him into the Immortal early enough, so it was a bit risky.
I'll be your opponent. Witness
my RB here is on a full damage build. The sleep is all nice and stuff, but it wouldn't really have helped. I was kind of hoping that he wasn't on a counter. Maybe he is, but it never procced because his speed was super slow as well. So if it was on a counter, I would have been in pretty bad shape. But basically what I was trying to do is just trying to like push him back until I can like strip him again or dispel him or put him to sleep when I need it. But I didn't get it. Put him to sleep earlier, didn't get it there. And he missed with Alia's knife. but my Tenebria is super tanky, so I got lucky there. If he didn't miss, he survived another turn. I mean, I would have won because RB still had revive, but still, I didn't want to lose my Tenebria. This one again, you guys are familiar with this comp now. I almost bring them to anything that can proc a Rowana. So anything with like a Charles, anything with a Lulz, anything with SSB. I bring this team just because it's cool. Again, these both these light elemental knights are super cancerous. If you're ever in RTA, assuming you do it, not like me, if you actually do RTA, you know that these two are super cancerous. Both of them have like in crazy skill sets. So decided to hit the SSB there, although really it didn't really matter. I just wanted to save my revive just a bit more because Crow was about to go into his S3. There would be no problem like sustaining SSB's damage, so killing her off quick wasn't really a big thing. It was more of me holding Rowana's skill. It was funny though because I was trying to proc Violet's counter, but he wouldn't evade. You see me like I keep trying to hit him, and then he just wouldn't evade. There you go, that's one. But you guys have saw it, like evasion is a lie. See? No evade on 2 hits there. I was like, what? I wanted the counter because I wanted the CR boost and the heal. Because I'm still waiting for that Crow. So now I'm gonna trigger him to the lowest amount. He has 27,000 HP. It's probably like on an HP boot. No speed. But it's supposed to be like, I think the idea is supposed to instant delete one of your heroes, so it cripples you during the war. But no problem there. This one got a slightly risky because of the unhealable. He almost died. But then now SSB is dead. But I'm cleansed from the heal, so now I was like, okay, let's do it now. Let's do that. Finally do the heal and the revive.
Please protect us.
Because the heroes on Baki's team were too slow, so the revive would have been a waste too early, since it was only it's only 3 turns. Or no, two turns. 2-turn revive, and then I'm too fast, so I would just waste it.
I won't run anymore.
Shamadra Staff on Rowana. She's still unmolded at this point. If you're watching my GVG series in chronology, she's still unmolded.
Why don't you just surrender?
I think one day I will, because I think she's actually good in a lot of scenarios. But all like counter pick scenarios. But in Guild War, highly usable.
Let's defy the odds. Shall we bring this to a close? I'll pierce straight through.
Trying to kill him. But that's pretty much it for that one.
That was nothing. So, I live another day.
The last one versus Synchro. Again, very popular defense team. I'm still putting it to the test. I mean, I've used this offense team on this type of defense on like really high-end players as well. But I keep trying it because I'm trying to, like, if you're watching my GVG videos and you're trying to learn some tactics, like hopefully these will be enough. Like there's always room for error. There's always room for like you not knowing their speed, the way they're built. It could throw you off, right? Like I said before in another video, 270 like plus speed tempest can be really cancerous. I have run into that before. Like that kind of stuff would like throw me off here. But like if we're talking about like standard builds, like everybody looking at other people's builds and trying to mock them, these are pretty standard builds. So I think it's pretty safe.
Over here.
Yeah, RB still has his revive. My RB here is on tank RB build. For Tempest, there's no point going high damage.
Let's get warmed up. You're boring me.
That's just to debuff the Tempest.
After I kill this
It didn't really matter. I lost my Sinjolica in this fight because the RNG wasn't on my side in terms of the what do you call it, the prophetic candlestick proc. With Basar at the point of when Angie dies, your Basar generally would have the pushback, his S3, pretty much back. So although I did lose my Singelica, this is the last hit. This is also a reason why I went with a bit riskier team.
Insignificant.
So for the first one, the second one, yeah, went with Rob. Oh, sorry, he had Apocalypse Robbie Charles, and I thought this would be pretty safe, especially with Tenny. With Tenebria, and we have our elemental bait in ML Crow, and we got immunity buffers. It would have been pretty safe regardless.
Answer my call.
Vivian coming back again, attack 3-turn attack buff, so Spec Tenny can soul burn and still have her attack buffs on her turn after. I was testing. That's actually very tanky Robbie, very tanky. Especially I don't think there's any damage mitigation
Say my name.
on this team.
Enjoy the pain. It'll be the last
Attack buff from Charles still does a lot of damage.
Ready.
Why don't you just surrender?
You aren't even fit to kiss my feet. Take a hint.
Are you confident?
I was looking at if I could S2 and kill them, but I couldn't. I know I couldn't.
Let's defy the
Based off my S1 damage on the, or the Spec Tenny S1 damage on the Robbie. Lost my Crow. In this guild, I lost a lot of heroes. But yeah, at this point, then ML Taiwan was in a safer place.
Don't come near me.
There you go.
You want to
So that was it for my 3 hits versus Nublets or Nublets. I don't know how you would say it, but yeah, so that's it for that one. If you guys have Discord, check out the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.